lot of the ORTAP, or if I use the old terminology, the former Transkei, all these towns are hardware towns. And it tells you something. So you can look at it and say, Gumdaka. But you can also look at it the other way to say, it's a huge opportunity because abantu bayazakhela, which means therefore there's opportunity to supply window frames, door frames, tiles and everything. Opportunities that the market demand is there. We see it clear, and it's local. It's not government demands. Individuals, consumers buying things. But all of these things are coming from outside the region, outside the province. And here is an agency that's supposed to be a catalyst for localization. We asked the question, can we do this? The answer is no, we can't. The organization has lost muscle, and I'm going to speak about this and talk about positive. I don't want to make it somber, but if we are going to move from the last part of the log to number one as a province, it means an ECDC as a champion for change and for catalyst for development must be in step with that kind of ambition. It's important to know where we stand first. The platform where you are. If you're on the ground, it's great. If you're in a hole, you can't expect to jump 2 meters up, because you must first get to the ground first. Perhaps it's not going to start with the small shops. It's going to start with the retail clusters. ECDC build them back again, and then get black entrepreneurs to run them. Then we can start crowding in the village level shops. So this is the thinking. But you can dream for what you like. What matters is to have an organization that can see the things through. An organization that's credible enough to attract private capital or global capital flows to actually support development. Because if you join here, Toby, to the treasury in the province, so because the demands are so high, the contestation for resources is high. So an ECDC then that's fit for purpose can actually crowd in global capital, whether it's from Africa Export-Import Bank, who say they want to do sub-sovereign funding, whether it's from IFED, who wants to do climate adaptation investments in provinces. DBSA is interested, IDC is interested. But they can't give money to the ECDC. You know why? Because you are not trusted that you are the organization that can keep the money safe and return it. So these are the issues. We're gonna go to collaboration, and I have to share this because we're coming in, trying and move the mountain. We can't shift it alone. We don't know everything. Not we have all the insights in our dream, but collectively we can lift this area. It's a democratic government. It's a government many of us have chosen and many of you have fought for. We can't sabotage it at the point where we should emerge victoriously. Mandela, people must taste the freedom, the fruits of freedom in their lifetime. Unfortunately, they don't fall from the sky. We all know. You have to build things. You have to have this dialogue. You have to push for trade-offs. You have to have an effective government. So as far as you make a money, we say, but look, we trust you, that you guys get the picture. But, you still have property that sits with people on the streets. How do we give you money to build a new shopping center, APA, for young people to do things? When you're not showing us, wena uyazilahla zipaka awolusi ufuna inqoma akho mntu uzokunika inkunzi yakhe.
We really are moving and pleading with yourselves, and when Uche is saying Treasury utimala akekho, the challenge with the Eastern Cape is that because of the high numbers of unemployment, abantwana bethu are migrating to other provinces. So if a province is losing its heads in terms of the natural people, the equitable share pondo shrink. So ke ngoku i-pass ezapha ephondweni iyancipha because kumele kunyuke ezi provinces where abantu are going to, and we can only improve that in retaining our own people and creating employment within the Eastern Cape province. So nyan ke siyanceka abantu bakuthi abanamatyala mabeze ofisini sizothetha because ECDC kahle is a 3D entity. It's supposed to be self-sustainable. Akumele ngiyankonkoza nonkonkoza urhulumente but ke because of our book as a chair esho naba who would want to assist us mabebona ukuthi if they are investing in us, our debt book is in red. It is a very high risk entity, and ilapha kuthi ke bantu bakuthi into yoba mas clean up our house, and asizwe clean up thina as officials sizonca ngakuni basincediseni siclean ECDC sibambisane in collaboration because sikulento sonke sifuna into enhle for Eastern Cape ukuze ke nala former glory si experience nangoku for iphondo lethu.
I'm a young person who's operating a manufacturing business, and I have countless applications for workspace for a factory. And I've been fortunate that one of my products has been SABS approved, but right at that nick when my product was SABS approved, then the workspace which we were utilizing from Kerman closed down because the funding agent can no longer fund Kerman, which means we have to go back to working in the garage back at home. Now, during that time, I had already spoken to SPAR, approaching them, asking them, please tell me, what do I need to do in order to be capable to feed your market demand? What do I need to do to get my brand in a state that will be competitive to brands like Unilever that have been operating for over 30 years? What can I do? And I was lucky that they gave me the information that I need. But now I'm sitting at a point whereby I do not have a factory to operate, which means I will not meet the requirements to actually roll out and produce quality products that will be at that standard that is SABS approved. And I mean, quality is something that's very important if you are to compete in the market, right? And then another thing that I'd also like to bring forward tonight is we are young people. We are starting our businesses out of nothing. Literally, I was selling perfume. And then from perfume, I started selling handbags. From the money I made from handbags, I started selling, I would plant spinaches and then sell. And then from that, that's when I bought, I had money to buy, cleaning products. And then I'd retail, repackage, and then sell. And now I'm manufacturing my own products. So I didn't have any capital to start, you know. And once you're already operating your business, you realize that I need a workspace. I need equipment. I need human resources to do the work that I need to do. And I need to meet the demand of the market. Otherwise, then young people are just written off as unreliable. That's because we are working under dire situations. You understand? So we want to compete with bigger companies, but you'll find that chain stores, franchises, they'll tell you that, no, we get our suppliers are from the motherboard. You have to be an authorized or an approved supplier from the main franchise.
Ngoba awukwazi ukuba nabantu abaselizweni kodwa abangobanini umhlaba wabo. So izama ukuthi ke zezinye zezinto ngoba awunawuthetha ngoqoqosho ngakumbi kubantu basezilalini ungathethi ngobunini umhlaba. So ndiyafuna ke into bana ndiniqinisekise into yokuba apha simisele ukusebenzisana neliqumrhu lengu-ECDC uqinisekisa into bana nezi industrial parks ivule indlela eGcuwa, eFort Jackson, eDimaza, eKomani mayibe zindawo ezivuselelekayo zivelise amathuba emisebenzi kubantu balapha.
time has come for leadership, for real leadership that is ready to confront the real issues and deal with the real contradictions that are facing our society. From the kingdoms, from councils, legislature, parliament, business, everywhere. Time has come, churches everywhere. Time has come for real leadership if we are to get out of the situation that we are in.